This is my Black and Decker air conditioner I've had for about 2 weeks. I believe it's the BPACT12HWT, something like that. I'll make sure I get it right in the title. But this is my first portable air conditioner. I believe it was right under $400 on Amazon. It took a week to ship here in California, but I'm really glad I got it. So I'm just going to walk you through really quick the actual unit itself, how I have it hooked up to the window, and the worries that I had, and thankfully some of the things that work really well on it. So firstly, you can see the air conditioner. It's probably about 3 feet tall off the ground. It's got the vents up here, and you can see a little bit of moisture. This is just a little bit of condensation on the top. And then I have these 2 Post-it pads, and the reason I have that is to block the lights. So I'll turn it on in a second so you can hear it, but this screen is always on with this little blue light, and then when you turn it on, you either have air conditioner mode, dehumidifier mode, fan mode, or heat. So this is also a heater, so I'll be able to use this in the winter. And so this lights up and the screen is lit up, and at night it just glows really, really brightly. I wish you could turn it off. And so I just put those Post-its over it, and that blocks the light, so I'm able to sleep because my bed is right over there. So it's really simple to use. You literally just turn it on here, you change the modes, you can change the temperature, the fan speed, or have automatic speed. And what's nice is that you have a remote. So this is the remote that's included with it. There we go. You can just hit it from anywhere in the room, and that turned it off. Now it's on, so you'll hear it kick in. And that is the volume on the low fan speed, so you can hear the compressor going. I already feel cold air. The cold air is pretty much immediate on this, which is awesome. I can change the temperature here with the remote, and as you can see, of course, it changes pretty quickly on the actual fan unit. I'm just going to point at the front. Ooh, there we go. So you can change it right there, and then what's nice is it has different options. So of course you can change Celsius or Fahrenheit. Your fan speed, you can do max, which is kind of like in your car, just maximum airflow, and then you can do air swing. And so it's nice, you hit air swing, that turns on. You can only turn on air swing from the remote, which is interesting. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there is, let's see if it'll focus here. There is a little piece inside that turns essentially from left to right, and you can feel it when you're here in person. It moves the air from left to right. So it does get the whole room. My room is about 13 feet long, not including the hallway to the bathroom, although even the bathroom gets cooled. It's 13 feet long by about 10 feet wide, so it's 130 square feet, and this cools it in just a few minutes, which is awesome. You can hear it here if I put it on max mode. So this is going to be maximum cooling, and it's not too loud. It's really not bad. And with some noise canceling headphones, I can't even hear it because it's a very consistent sound. I use the Bose QC, or the Bose 700 headphones rather, and they work really well. So the remote is awesome, and my favorite feature on the remote is the sleep button. So when you hit sleep, what happens is it's set to whatever you have it at. So I usually leave it at 69 degrees when I go to sleep, and it'll be on low fan mode. And then once the whole room cools, it'll just, be really quiet so you can sleep, much quieter than this even. It'll be quiet and you can sleep. And then as the night goes on, it actually lets the ambient room temperature go up to 70 degrees after 1 hour, and then I believe 71 degrees after 2 hours, which is nice. So sleep function works pretty well, and I got used to the sound. And as you can hear when it kicks off, it just takes a minute to be quiet, and it turns on really quickly. So the way you fit it is there's just a hose that it comes with that you lock into the back. It is pretty stretchy, it's flexible. You also have, of course, a power cable that's a few feet long. And then you have this window piece. So my window slides left and right. Hopefully you can see that. But it comes with these 3 pieces, and you fit them together. You just literally put in 1 screw. Let's see if it will focus here. You put in 1 screw right there to hold these 2 pieces together, and then you put another screw, which I have on this side, to hold these 2. So these 3 pieces adjust. So depending on how long or short your window is, it will work in almost any regular size window. Just check the Amazon page to see it, but I mean, this could extend even more, this could be shorter, and it could work in windows that close up and down, so that's fine. And then you just hook up the other end of the cable to this piece here, and then of course this is a outlet that goes out the window. So the window is always open, about 5 or 6 inches here, but then it comes with this rubber foam that can stick to the side of it. I closed my window kind of as tight as I could. You can see there's still a tiny little gap right here. And so what I did is I just put some tape over it. I do hear a little bit more of the noise from the street, but it's not bad. And then my blinds move, unfortunately, from the right to the left, and so I just always have it hanging over. But when I close it, you can see that the light is still pretty well blocked because this piece doesn't allow that much light through. If I wanted, what I could do is take this blind and I could essentially cut it down here so that it flows right over the hose. I'll probably do that eventually, but I've been sleeping fine. And then as you can see, this blue light is pretty bright. So overall, I've been recommending this to my friends. It's really easy to set up. It's easy to use. It doesn't have any water that flows out of it, so you don't have to worry about attaching any sort of like drainage hose or plumbing. The only thing is it does have the drain plug if you run it as a heater, because then it can collect some water and it doesn't really have anywhere to put it. So you essentially open that, you put like, it comes with a hose, so then you can have that hose go into like a bowl, or you can get a Tupperware or something like that. But it says it typically won't happen. It'll never overflow. It'll just turn off and it'll say like tank full on the top, or TF rather, I think, up here on the screen. And that's about it. The water, what happens when you're using it as an air conditioner is it'll actually mist the water out slowly, I believe, through the exhaust. And so I haven't had any issue. Been running it a ton over the last 2 weeks. And then the air filter, it says to clean it about once every 2 weeks or once a week. It's super easy to pop out. You just wash this with warm water, let it dry, and that's it. So for 400 bucks, I'm really happy. It's made me sleep better. I'll put that on later. Whoops. For 400 bucks, I'm happy. It's definitely helped me sleep better. It's made my room so much easier to work in, especially with the work from home and my desk being right there. And as I mentioned with the noise canceling headphones, it is not too loud, which is great. So if you want one, the link is down below in the description. If you live in LA, good luck. It's super hot this weekend, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.